Welcome back to Football Fans TV. Once again, I'm Jay. I've got quite a bit to get through with you guys today. We've had quite a bit of football this week, and I'm just going to start with the results from this weekend's Premier League games. From my 5 predictions this week, I only got 2 right. The first game was Arsenal Spurs, and I mean that was quite an interesting fixture because I mean both teams went back and forth, and for quite a bit of the game, Spurs dominated, and they did. And it was quite shocking for Arsenal because they didn't seem to really pitch up in the game. But at the end, Arsenal missed a couple of really good chances, like a Lacazette, man. I don't know what happened with him. He just went missing, and he wasn't that same Lacazette I expected to see behind the ball in those clutch moments. He just wasn't there, and he didn't put them away. So Arsenal ended up losing 1-0 from a Harry Kane goal. I thought this game was going to be a 1-1 draw. But then, yeah, Spurs managed to have the edge over Arsenal and they won that game comfortably. I had Chelsea at home to West Brom. I had West Brom to sneak this one in and Sturridge to score a late winner and win the game for West Brom 2-1. Unfortunately, Daniel Sturridge went off after 2 minutes. 2 minutes, I swear, I hadn't even sat down yet. I look on the TV, I put it on, Daniel Sturridge is walking off injured. Hamstring injury or so, I'm not sure what exactly happened. But it seemed as if he did something to his hamstring or his knee, I'm not too sure. But Chelsea ended up winning that comfortably. They won it 3-0 at home. And yeah, I mean, it's a good result for Chelsea considering their recent form. I honestly had them to lose, but they came back and they won that game 3-0. The other game was Southampton at home against Liverpool. I thought we were actually going to concede a few goals in this game. I thought we were going to go back and forth with Southampton, but it was a comfortable win for Liverpool, no problems. Ended up winning it 2-0. Our front three once again was absolutely amazing. Ran all over Southampton. Our back four looked solid, and it was all around a very good game by Liverpool. And we won that 2-0. I thought it was going to be 3-2. We won it 2-0. The other game was Newcastle against United. I thought Man United was going to just slap Newcastle across the face and win this game easily. Unfortunately, that's not how it went. And it was a shocking performance from Man United. Even Paul Pogba was missing. And I was watching ESPN the other night, and they were saying it seems as if Paul Pogba plays as if the Premier League and Man United owe him. It seems as if he just gets there and says, I'm Paul Pogba, I'm back in the Premier League, and all of you owe me. That's the way he's been performing lately. I had him in my fantasy team. I'm surely taking him off for the next game week because he's honestly given us absolutely nothing. And Man United ended up losing 1-0. I had them for an easy 2-0 win. They ended up losing 1-0. And finally, the last game, I got this one. This was the second one I got right. I had a Liverpool win right and a Man City win right. I mean, those are probably the two most obvious games, except for Man United as well. But yeah, that's the second game I got right from my 5 predictions. I had Man City to win 3-1. They went further than that and it ended up winning 5-1. What a performance from Kun Aguero. I think he scored 4 goals in that game, and it was quite an incredible performance from him. His last goal, his 4th goal, it was a cheeky chip. If you saw Firmino's chip against Man City, I think, yeah, when he pushed Stones out the way and then he was one-on-one with Edison and chipped it over Edison. If you thought that was a good goal, you need to see. If you haven't seen it yet, check out Aguero's 4th goal against Leicester City. It was a delicious chip. I mean, you can't even do that on FIFA. But what a performance from Kun Aguero. Yeah, those are my predictions, and those were the results from this past weekend's Premier League fixtures. And this week we've been fortunate enough to have Champions League games as well. And it started off on Tuesday. We kicked it off yesterday with Juve against Spurs. And I mean, Juve were 2-0 up after 10 minutes. And Spurs, I was already tweeting nonsense saying, oh my gosh, Spurs have gone and bottled it again. Where's Tottenham Hotspur? Where's Harry Kane? Where's this? By half time, I was scratching my head because it was now 2-1. And just before the break, Higuain had another chance to get his hat-trick, a first half hat-trick. He had a penalty, another penalty. He had already scored one. And he had another chance to get his hat-trick with another penalty, and he smacked the crossbar. Hugo Lloris didn't move. He just went right here, smacked the crossbar and came off. Ref blew the whistle. It was half-time 2-1. And at that point, I thought maybe Juve still have this game on lock. Second half came, was a completely different story. Tottenham rocked Juve. They kept the possession. They had all the shots going forward. They had all the right movement. Dele Alli had a good game. Harry Kane had a good game. Moussa Dembele absolutely controlled the midfield against Juve. I was shocked. I couldn't believe it. I thought Pjanic in there would have things under control. But Moussa Dembele just bossed the whole thing. He bossed the whole game. And I said this about 3 weeks ago, that on his day, Moussa Dembele is arguably one of the best central midfielders in the Premier League. He's doing it on a bigger scale now. He's doing it on the European level. And what a performance from him. Spurs came back, ended up drawing 2-2 away at Juve. They've got 2 away goals. So going into the second leg, they've put themselves in a pretty decent position. Man City did what Man City does. They went to Basel, won 4-0, completely rocked them. Ilkay Gundogan had an amazing performance. He got 2, even a header. I mean, the guy's about 5'7". He scored a really good header at the near post, rocked it past the keeper. The keeper had no chance. And Man City did what Man City did. They did what they do, actually. Won 4-0 away at Basel. I think that tie is basically done now. And we had Porto at home to Liverpool. Obviously, I just had to rock my colours today and just show the world that, you know, I support a big team, and we're doing it once again. We beat Porto 5-0 yesterday. Sadio Mane got a wonderful hat-trick of his own. Salah got 1, Firmino got 1. Once again, our front three absolutely rocked Porto. They had no idea what was happening, and apparently they hadn't lost at home in about 25 games. But Liverpool came there, we rocked them completely off the pitch. 5-0 easy win, just like the Man City game. I think this tie is surely done. I don't see Porto or Basel coming to the Etihad or Anfield and making up those aggregate scores. So that tie is done. Once again, big shout out to my team. We're doing what Liverpool do. Apparently as well, every single time Liverpool has won in Portugal, it's happened twice. Each time that they've won in Portugal, they've gone on and won the Champions League. And I'm going to do that. I'm going to dare to dream. Yes, I am daring to dream. You might be surprised. Liverpool go on and win the Champions League this season. Some might be laughing. Some might think it's a joke. But with our front three, I really you can't write it off. You'll be surprised. I'm praying for it. I'm hoping that's what happens. And the other game, the final game, was Real Madrid PSG. And from the first half, I mean, it was quite an interesting game because it was back and forth. And it seemed as if PSG might have had the edge. I mean, at halftime, it still looked as if PSG, they would have gone on and won this game. But Real Madrid, the experience they have, Cristiano Ronaldo, the big man for the big occasions, he showed up once again. Kroos and Modric did their thing in that midfield. Verratti and he was playing with Rabiot. Rabiot got himself a decent goal. Rebound. He was the first one to react in the box around the penalty area and slotted it in. Keylor Navas went down a bit too early, but he got himself a decent goal. But from there, I mean, towards the end of the game, PSG just sort of like died out, and Madrid picked up their level. As soon as Asensio came on, Asensio got the last 2 assists, the second and third goal from crosses coming in from the left, and they just couldn't handle him when he came on. And Ronaldo did his thing. He got his goals. Even Marcelo in the final, the third goal, the final goal, it was from an Asensio cross once again, and he just gambled, got in the box, and yeah, he got a bit of a lucky goal, but it went in. Those count as well. And Madrid have a comfortable 3-1 going away to PSG. I think Zidane is going to have to tactically put out another masterclass and just. I mean, Unai Emery, he's very lucky to still be the PSG boss right now, considering what he did last season against Barca, the way they capitulated. This season is going to be the opposite. They're going to have to raise their game. They're not ahead in the second leg. They're the ones chasing the game, and it's going to be an amazing encounter. We're waiting for the next week's Champions League games. And I'll give you guys a slight preview for the games that are coming up. But from the football we've had this whole week has been an amazing week of football. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. My team's given me 2 really good wins. Our front three has bossed both games, and I'm just thankful. So stay in touch. Hope you guys liked the review of the football we've had over the last week. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and definitely subscribe. And yeah, I'll give you guys the preview as soon as possible. Stay tuned, guys. Thanks.